It's really a partnership between students and the coach.
Together in this, I learn every day from students. We all do, and I think
cool building that we have for us, and you know, this university cares for us. They're putting resources into us, and we're an investment, not charity.
I love being a campus coach because it really means I get to establish relationships with youth at an important time in their life where they're really coming out of a past and redefining themselves and having a new opportunity to really see who they want to become and help them in that process so that they can discover and have the supports that they need to really actualize their dreams.
It means that I get to engage in relationships with college-age students that have pretty flexible boundaries, and I get to help them navigate this educational system, this educational institution, help them problem solve and prioritize and prepare for graduation and beyond.
To be a campus coach means to be a support for students here at Western, and
you have students transitioning into college and to be able to be that support person for them or that go-to person for them.
And so that you can partner with the student to help them on this journey of college, being in college, to help them prioritize when they come up against problems that they need to solve on this journey, to help them prioritize, navigate, make them aware of the resources that are available to them.
The 7 life domains are the basis of everything that we do. What it does is it allows us to take a holistic approach with students, and by that I mean we don't just focus on your education. We focus on helping you with money. We focus on helping students with relationships, with identity, with figuring out how they fit in, with building skills. So to me, the life domains have to be integrated into everything that we do, because we can't help students develop as a whole person if we just focus on one area of your life. And so they have to be integrated into everything that we do.
You look at all the things that happen from a scholar who's coming from the foster care system, and they've got all these different, from caseworker to lawyers to court people.
The 7 domains are the key pieces that help our students build that skill set and that we can identify. Some may be stronger in other areas, and we're trying to get them to a point that there's a sense of balance and there's a sense of confidence.
So really, we don't just look at one domain, we really look at the person and kind of figure out where they are in the different domains so that we can really help them, support, again, holistically.
Although your primary goal may be here is to graduate, how can you strengthen those other areas in your life so that you can be a well-rounded person as you transition out?
Emergency funds are double-sided. They allow us to help students when some gaps come up, gaps that they might go to their parents for if that was a support system they had. But the emergency funds also serve as a way to teach students about money. So if you access emergency funds, we're also going to talk about budgeting. We're going to talk about planning ahead. We're going to talk about how you can potentially avoid this sort of gap in the future.
Emergency funds are really to fill the gaps. A lot of our students don't have the safety net that maybe other college students might have when they run short on money, or they haven't maybe budgeted, or they have an emergency. And it's an opportunity, I think, for students to learn about long-term planning. It's also an opportunity to learn about receiving. I think a lot of our students have really strong skills in being independent, and sometimes being interdependent isn't that comfortable, and so it's an opportunity to say, hey, this is an opportunity where there's a resource available to you at this moment. We can learn in the future how to do it differently, but this is a resource for you, and sometime you'll be able to be a resource for someone else in that capacity.
What emergency funds does is it allows us to help our students because they don't have that network. It builds in that network to allow them to be able to do the things that they need to do in order to be a student.
To really help guide them through university life and getting their degrees and being successful.
The DHS Coach Role benefits the Seita Scholarship program because it allows for there to be a connection between systems. We have the university system that students are engaged in, and then they're also engaged with the state, with DHS.
With students, we do similar things to what campus coaches do on campus. We also have some other roles that we play with students. So Tim and I are sometimes secondary workers for students, which means that they have a primary caseworker with an open foster care case in another county.
I think having this role here on campus, it really just bridges that gap.
DHS coaches really speak the language of DHS, and so we're able to help bridge that communication. We can also look at the DHS system, and so if there's a problem with a foster care case or a payment or something like that, we can look and try and figure out what's going on so we can help the student problem solve.
It's easier for our students. Everything we do, we want to make sure that it's centered on them, and without DHS being a part of this, we couldn't be successful.
My hope for the Seita program is that we continue to draw in such smart and really professional students.
I hope that it never ends. I hope that it continues to prosper.
My wish is that every student that enrolls in Western and becomes a Seita Scholar graduates.
We're all kind of growing together in this. I learn every day from students. We all do, and I think we're a part of creating something that hopefully is going to be, a statewide vision, nationwide vision for what's possible. So
Every university in Michigan and in the country offers a scholarship and a support system for students who are exiting this system and might not know what to do, or they really want to go to college and don't feel like it's possible. So I really hope to see that happening in the future, and I think that the work that we're doing is getting us there, and I think that it will happen eventually.
And above all, do graduate.
Didn't have an answer prepared. It means. All right, let's see. Let's go through this again. See, I'm gonna give.
Don't. That's right. Don't.
look how creative you are.